Today is 53 of the Trump presidency. On day 53, Adolf Hitler was able to take control of the Weimar Republic. This is also a day that the Senate Minority Leader of the Democrats, Chuck Schumer of New York, announced that he was going to vote with the Republicans to enable Trump and Musk in his continuing resolution to keep the government open. And at first you might think keeping the government open is probably a good thing, but let me explain that this also would codify a lot of the changes that Trump and Musk have already made, and it would also cut immense amounts more funding in the billions out of critical things like cuts to infrastructure. The Centers for Disease Control would give $4 billion to the FAA, the Federal Aviation Administration, to now have Elon Musk's companies take it over. This is a very, very dangerous thing that would hand more money to the richest people in the world that are Trump allies, dismantle more of the federal government. This continuing resolution also strips powers away from Congress and places it in the presidency. For example, it would remove congressional review over tariffs, the ones that Trump is constantly turning off and on all the time. And this comes from Stephen Dennis. He's Bloomberg's senior reporter for the Senate. He basically knows everyone and everything that goes on in there. So Stephen says, Schumer tells me Republicans might try to jam Democrats again in September, but thinks Trump will be less popular then, and Republican appropriators might be more willing to stand up to him. He says they refuse to do so now. And Stephen, like me, also thinks this is an insanely stupid idea and strategy. He says Schumer announces he's caving and will allow the Republican spending bill to pass, ending shutdown fight. He says a shutdown would be much worse than the bill. This should not be a surprise if you've been reading my feed or watching Democrats for the past several decades. This is known as the rollover and play dead strategy, popularized by James Carville. He added, Democrats are mostly irrelevant for the next several months unless you think they'd tank a debt ceiling vote, which would make a shutdown look like child's play. Chuck Schumer effectively took one of the only tools, one of the only chances Democrats had to stop an ever-increasing destruction of the republic. And he decided to fold because he thought it would be bad press and he thought the immediate pain would be too much to deal with. Forgetting that every day Elon Musk is slashing and burning the federal government, firing workers, destroying the rights of people, and threatening war against allies. That is the world that is happening right now. It is not the hypothetical of what you hope what might happen in a few months, Chuck. It is the near and now that you need to be analyzing and dealing with. And it seems you are incapable of leadership and need to go. And I'm not alone with that thought. House Democrats are pissed, says Axios, and several members are asking Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez to primary Chuck Schumer. One even said that she was willing to write a check tonight. And of course, the Republicans are celebrating because Schumer caved, Trump won, and it's incredible. Democrats need to decide if they want to be an opposition party or a collaborationist party. Do they want to be one of those fake parties like in the Russian Federation or North Korea that just clap along with the dear leader as the opposition? Now please do some engagement so people can see and give me a follow.